So we're going to work through these problems together for today. First thing I notice is that my center sign is addition, or my sign is addition. So since it's addition, I can just drop my parentheses and add like terms. So 10x plus 11x is 21x squared. And then we have negative 6x. And we have negative 16 plus 12 gives us negative 4. So that would be our answer. Here, I have subtraction, so it flips every sign behind it. So it's now plus, and it's going to flip every sign behind it. This is not plus anymore. It's minus and plus. Okay, now I can combine my like terms. Negative 9x squared and 10x squared leaves me x squared. 20x minus 7x is 13x. And then I have 14. Okay? Same thing here. Everything behind the minus changes signs. So x, that's 2x minus 2x is going to cancel them. They're gone. Negative 3y plus 2y is negative y. And then we just have minus 4. Okay, so for you guys at home, you guys didn't get to see what the algebra tiles were. So this is the negative x squared. This is the positive x squared. This is our regular x. This is our negative x. This is negative 1. And this is positive 1. Okay? And we're going to use algebra tiles to work on multiplying polynomials. So when you multiply, you must create a rectangle or a square. Okay? So let's start with this first one. Let me move my papers here. Let's start with this first one. We want to represent the expression 2 times 3 using algebra tiles. So we have 2 times 3. So 2 of these, and they're positive, times 3 is going to get me 2 times 3 is going to get me, I knew I was doing that wrong, 2 times 3, and then you just fill it in to make a rectangle. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay? Here, negative 2 times 3. Well, if any of them is negative, it's going to make all of them negative. And you fill in, and you get 6, negative 6. So let's say we have x times x. Well, let's take our x bars. We have x times x. We have to fill all this in. X times x is x squared. That's how you get that. X times x. X times x is x squared. Okay? And of course you know this one. Negative x times x. So if we have 2 times x plus 1, 2 times x plus 1. You guys know how to do this, okay? Here's our 2. and we're multiplying it times x and 1. So to fill it in, we have to have 2x and then 2. And basically what you're saying is, what did it take me to fill in and to make the rectangle? So this is what I multiplied. This is what I filled in. So it gives me 2x plus 2. Okay? You also know that by the distributive property. You guys have been doing distributive property for a few years. So we're, instead of using algebra tiles, we're going to do distributive property. X times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. Okay? How do you know? I'm going to ask that question later. Let's do this one. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 1 is negative 2x. Here's another one for you to try. 2x times negative x is negative 2x squared. 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. Okay, so what if it's not a monomial and a binomial? We have x plus 1 and x plus 2. So we have x plus 2 and x plus 1. And we've got to make this a full rectangle. So we've got to fill in this part right here. So x times x is x squared. But what is this now? This is the length of x. So we can make bars like this. So there's 2x. We can use a bar like this here. There's an x. And we still have to fill this in. So let's see. Let's take away our problem and see what we got. We got x squared plus 3x plus 2. That's what that equals. Well, let's see if it works out. So I'm going to show you the other method. So just like before, it's distributive property, but it's x times x, which gives me x squared. X times 2. Then you do the inside too. 1 times x. 1 times 2. So x squared plus 3x plus 2. Sometimes you may see it in the way of what we call a box method. And you've got x minus 2, or what you see it in science is a box method. And then x plus 1. X times x, x squared. X times negative 2, negative 2x. X times 1, 1x. Negative 2 times 1, negative 2. These two you add together, so you get x squared minus x minus 2. Let's try it with our algebra tiles. X, negative 2, and then x positive 1. So this gives us the positive x squared. Here we have a positive x. But here, we have two negative x's for these negatives. And then we have, because these are negative, two negative 2's, or a negative 2. So, take away the problem. Here's your answer. But we're looking for the zero product. So this goes away, and this is our answer. X squared minus x minus 2. You can also use that full method or distributive property. First, outer 2, inner 2, last 2. X times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is negative x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. Oh, sorry, that's positive 1. So that's negative 2. Combine your like terms. X squared minus x minus 2. You try this way. Pause your video. Two x squared plus 4x plus x plus 2. 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. So when you multiply polynomials, multiply the numbers with the numbers and multiply the variables with the variables. 2 times 6 is 12. Multiply variables using the product rule and exponents when multiplying variables. So what we're talking about with exponents is 2x squared times x to the third is x to the fifth. You add those exponents. So examples of monomial times binomial. One term times two terms. This is going to leave us with 2x plus 6. One term times two terms. One term times two terms leave us with x squared minus 2x. One term times two terms is 12x squared plus 3x. Okay, binomial times binomial. First, outer, inner, last. X squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6 gives us x squared plus 5x plus 6. And all I'm doing here is combining these like terms. Okay? X squared, 2x.
Hello again, SGCHS. It is Victoria, and unfortunately this...
Okay, and for the last one, 2x times 3x is 6x squared. First term times the last term, plus 8x. Negative 1 times 3, negative 3x. Negative 1 times 4, negative 4. Combine your like terms. Okay? So what does it mean if we say x cubed, or 2 cubed? That's 2 times 2 times 2. So it means the same thing if we say a parentheses, a polynomial squared. X plus 3 squared is the same thing as x plus 3 times x plus 3. So you want to make sure you write it out before you multiply.